Hi everybody, welcome back, and thanks again for watching our videos and for tuning in to watch the premiere if you're watching it now. In our last couple of videos, we were trying to decide what to do to make the Next Gen Raoul CaRoule. I opened up a brand new one yesterday, unboxed it here live, and someone suggested I use, and I'm going to use, Cam Spinner, which was actually Cruz Ramirez. This is Dinoco Cruz Ramirez. I'm going to turn Cam Spinner into the next version of Raoul CaRoule. What do you think of that? People voted, and they actually didn't vote, they just said what they like to see. So I'm going to turn this card into that. The front of it's already blue, so which is good. I'm going to cover the more blue up here and put some dark blue on there, some white and some red on the back. And I'm leaving the wheels the way they are. I might do silver wheels actually, so just bear with me on that one. So let's, what I'm going to do right off the bat then is I'm going to cover the rest of this here's blue to match Dinoco the King, which is the same color as, actually it's a little bit darker blue, isn't it? What do you think? Maybe I'll use a whole new blue on the car up here. Okay, let's get the camera on the tripod and we'll start. Now in the meantime, I'm going to put away the cars in the World Grand Prix because I'm finished with them for a while. I'll be using them. I'll put them in storage. And someone suggested I do have a Piston Cup Lightning McQueen somewhere from Cars 2, but I can't find it, so I'm putting that back there, and this is going back in the bin. And I got a couple of good ideas. Someone wants me to make the tractor out of tribute to Cal Weathers. Yeah, Cal Weathers is right here, and I actually have the other Cal Weathers here. There's Cal Weathers. That's actually made with Cruz Ramirez as well. So I'm going to make the tractor a tribute to Cal Weathers someday soon, so bear with me and stick around. We'll move this car out of the way. Let's get our paint out and paint this Dinoco Cruz Ramirez into the colors of the Raoul CaRoule. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try mixing up my own blend of paint. It's that color there with a little bit of dark blue in it. And I hope it'll, oh, that's it. Okay, let's stir that up and see if we can get the exact color of Raoul CaRoule. And we'll compare the two before I start, because it should look pretty good. You guys like mixing up paint? This is, wow, that's a little light, a little more, there you go. A little more dark, and I'll have the right colors, and I'll try and put the GRC in this. This is going to be a long video, so I'll sit back and pull up a chair, I guess I could say. Okay, that's as close as they're going to get. So then I'm going to do the most of the car with that color, and then we'll leave it sit for a while, and then I'll put the other colors on. So this is going to be nice and dark. Okay, let's see. Pretty close match. Yes, it is. I gotta cover this up. I don't want to get the eyes because the eyes are still pretty good. They match Raoul's eye. This is going to be one of the best so far. Wow, nice. Thanks for suggesting this car, whoever it was. And usually I prime my cars primer gray to start, but since this one's already been primed, you can see the primer paint right there. When I made Cam Spinner, I can take that off now because Cam Spinner no longer exists, and it's going to be Next Gen Raoul CaRoule. Now you might say, why are you using Cruz Ramirez? Well, Cruz Ramirez is a next gen car. Next Gen Cruz, she replaced Dinoco Cruz Ramirez model. See the different models? So she's the next model Dinoco race car. So that's pretty good. You probably didn't know that, and I just figured it out myself. So there you go. Okay, now let's turn it upside down and get the whole front. This is going to take a little while, guys, so bear with me. Like I said, it's not a quickie video. I got to make sure I do it right, because some people say I did something wrong, and I hope I don't. So this here's going to go. I'm going to do the whole thing dark blue first, and then I'll come back later and put the dark blue on, and then I'll put on the white and the red on the back. The spoiler's red. Wow, that's going to be nice. I'm going to hang out to the bottom for a second and do the roof. Whoops, I have my finger in it. No, I don't. Okay, good. Okay, good. So you guys, some of you guys, I know you're making your own Pixar cars customs, and some of you actually put them up online. I saw a few videos. Great job, and keep at it. Makes a difference. Okay, turn it over. And only a little bit left to do. Then we'll do the roof, and then we'll wait until I come back later when this dries. It's going to be a while before I finish this car, so I don't know what time I'll have it up or not tomorrow. Or while you're watching it, obviously it's up there. So I just say that I keep forgetting because it's in the evening here when I started this, because it's going to take a few hours to make this car. So I hope to get a lot of views on it. So watch it a few times if you want to help me out. It makes a difference when you watch the video the whole way. The whole way through, I mean. There, okay, pretty good. And a little bit here, I'm just going to try and smooth this off because it went too high in the window, so I'm going to make the window shorter on that side. See, this guy has skinny windows too, so it doesn't really matter much. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. I don't have to, that's already done. Okay, we'll come back in a little while, and I'll put the dark blue across the top, then the white snow blend into it, and maybe the silver wheels when I get a chance. Okay, that looks pretty good so far. What do you think? That's pretty good. Okay, that's set for a minute, and I have some silver paint. I'm gonna try and do the 4 wheels right now with silver paint to see if I can get the nice shiny paint on the wheels. Not sure how it's gonna turn out. I can't spin them because I'm holding the back spoiler with my fingers. So I'm just gonna try and go around like this here a little bit. Just get an idea of what they look like. Silver, yes, that's good. And this side, same thing. It's not bad, it's going pretty good. Okay, that's one side, looks pretty good actually. Except for there. Okay, let's turn it over. And I'm gonna grab it this way and see if I can do it just by holding the spoiler. I can patch up the blue in a second. Where I'm holding it, I'll patch up the blue. It's a nice car. It's a nice looking car, that's for sure. Maybe I should do these first. There, that looks pretty good. The 4 wheels are done. Now I'm gonna just grab the blue again and touch that up, which is right here. And make sure I don't make any mess on the spoilers. It's gonna be red anyway, the spoilers, so it don't really matter. It doesn't really matter. There, let's leave that dry and we'll come back and put some more dark blue on. So the silver looks good. Okay, we're back. It's dried pretty good, but according to the picture, I mean the car, I want to get his eyes a little bit closer to the sun visor here. I'm gonna move this down a little bit lower to give him that mean look. There, that looks perfect. Check it out. I'll compare the two. Look at that. Okay, that came great, and the wheels came good. Now I'm gonna get some dark blue paint and do across the top, right down to the side over the front fender. Okay, let's get the paint ready. Okay, I got the paint ready. It's a dark blue. There it is. And I'm gonna try and paint it across the top, and then we'll blend it in somehow to look like it's part of the blue. Okay, here goes. I'm gonna give it a shot. It goes right back to the window, then it hits the white. So let's go across here. It's gonna be kind of jagged looking, as you can see. I'll show you later. So look at there, and then the white's gonna fill it in. Apparently the whole back window is white, so I'm gonna do that whole thing, and then it goes down the side, right up to the front fender, and it goes right down the side, right over the top of this here, and let's see. Goes right over, comes down this side here. I'm not going to do the windows so I can help it, even though they're covered in the car. I'm not going to bother. Okay, I'll come right down here, right to the bottom. And then the white's going to fill it. The red's going to be in there, and the white, actually, the white and the red. Okay, I can fill this whole thing in now blue. Okay, that's what it looks like. Right down the side. Perfect. It's not actually symmetrical or whatever, it's just painted blue. It came pretty good, just like that there, right over the fender, and that's kind of it. Okay, let's turn it around and see if I can match the other side. Okay, let's turn the car over. I'm comparing it with the other car beside me there, so I see it. Okay, right over the fender again. My finger's on the fender, so I'm going to skip that, and I'm going to go do this side first. Right down and across. Now I just noticed this car has no mirrors. I must have cut them off a while ago. So oops, I went too far up there. That's okay though, I can cover that. And right down here, over the fender. I can cover that with the blue, I still have some left. And over the fender, I'll try and do that off on camera right here. See if I can get it. Don't make it a mess. Okay, when that's dry, I'll fix that up there with the blue, and when we come back I'll put the white on and then the red. Okay, we'll leave that sit for a few minutes. Okay, that came really good. Now the next thing is the white. The white goes along the side and the back, right up to the bottom of the door. I kind of covered quite a bit of what I just did. So I got a brand new bottle of white here. I'm trying to keep the camera a little bit close so you can see it, but not too much. Okay, let's get the white. This is a new white. Put a lot out there too, look, put all kinds of white there. So where's my brush? Here it is. Okay, here it goes. And the back window's covered right back to the spoiler, and it goes right across the back. So here goes. The whole thing's gonna be white. This is a nice brand new white, and it's all bubbly across here like snowflakes into the blue here. I'll show you that later. But it goes right down the side, right down to the bottom. Perfect. I can get that really nice, and then cover the whole thing in white right back to the wheel. Right back to into the whole window. I hate doing this. The window's gonna be done, but I have to make it a little bit close to what it looked like before. And I'm gonna put some red in there too. Red's gonna have to fill in a bit. Thanks again if you're still watching. I appreciate you watching the videos. And let's see, white right down here. That looks perfect. Actually, it came a little bit further forward. And I have to get a little stream of red along the wheel too. I forgot about that. Okay, let's go over to the other side now. Okay, it's gonna be nice. Excuse me. And again, I want to thank the person who suggested Raoul CaRoule Next Gen, because this coming really good. Right up to there. Let's turn it around so I can see. Yep. There we go. Perfect. A little bit of tire there. This is a nice white too. The other one was kind of the other white I have is kind of watery because I watered it down a little bit. Okay, so there's the white, and I put a little more bubbles in it here like snowflakes. I'll show you what I mean. See the roof? It's pretty darn good. Okay, now when that dries, is there any more white on the car? Let's see. The smile is white. I may as well do that while I'm here, because I got a nice pile of white paint there. Here it goes. Put a nice big smile on Raoul. Now, is Raoul a male or a female? I don't know. Wow, that's nice. Okay, and it's got gray headlights. I'll put them on later. And the eyes are perfect. The blue, but I'm not changing the brown because the eyes are perfect. Okay, so let's leave that. Now, while I'm here, I'm going to write GRC in dark blue right on the hood while I got the paints right there. I have a brush all set to go. Okay, see if I can write GRC in dark blue letters across the hood. Okay, that came in pretty good. Okay, so when this dries here white and red, I'll put the GRC on both sides as well. Go back in a little while, see how it looks. Okay, we're all set to continue on. I got some red there. This looked great so far. I'm just going to hold this here and paint the spoiler red, just like the original, right there, and down the side. A little bit of red there too. So let's do the spoiler first and see how that looks. The perfect red, nice and thick, nice and deep. I'm just going to need 2 coats. And there is some red that goes across here and splatters into the white. I'll show you that in a second, but it's just like a snowdrift into the white. So lots of red here and some little red like splatter, like almost like it took a brush and threw it against the wall. Okay, not the wall, yeah, that's right, it shook it against the wall or something. Just paint splatter, I guess. That's the look we're looking for. Okay, I'm going to go down here, and there's a layer of red that goes right down to the bottom of the fender right here. It's going to be hard to paint that white in there, that's for sure. Perfect, and that came nice. And covering this, that's about it there. I don't want to do too much because there is some blue still sticking through. And the bottom of the spoiler, I can do that. Hope you guys can see all this online. I sometimes get too not paying attention to the camera when I'm painting, so you kind of miss some things. It's going to be pretty cool. I'll show you the back of this car in a second, make sure I get it right. Okay, let's put that down, and here's the back. A little bit of red. Okay, we're going to flip this over and do a little bit of red across here, and the same idea, paint splatter. That's what we're going to call it. It's paint splatter look effect. And just a little bit of splatter. And there's some taillights there. I'm not sure we'll get to them or not. Who knows? Okay, that looks pretty good. Now the other side, there's a bit of red right up here. Still got a red GRC there somehow, don't I? Okay. Let's turn it around so I can see. Okay, there's a bit of red down here to the back. Okay guys, thanks a lot. If you're still watching, appreciate it. I keep saying that every so often to remind me that you're watching the video. Okay, there, that looks pretty good. Now that's perfect there. That's the car. Now I'm gonna try and put some more white in here so I can get GRC written in blue. So I'm just gonna wash off my brush. Lots of white left over. I'm gonna put some white right along here. Make this band wider so I can write GRC in there. Okay, and same on the other side. I'm gonna leave it dry and come back and put the headlights on. And that'll be about it. Let's get more white here. A little more white. Okay, it looks great. Okay, let's leave that, and when it dries, I'll come back and put GRC in, and that'll be pretty much it. A little more red on the spoiler. Seems to have gotten really thick here, and drying might need 2 coats. But that's all we're gonna do right now is this here. Okay, let's leave that dry and we'll come back and we'll finish it up. Okay, while that's drying in the back, I'm gonna put the headlights on. I got some gray, and I'm gonna put some gray on for headlights right here. They're kind of fancy lights, so let's see if I can get that right. They're kind of big too. One. That's pretty good, actually. Nice. I'll show you what I mean. They're pretty big, see? Now here's the car. See, they're pretty big as well. Okay. This guy has a bit of red in the mouth. Not sure if I can get that in or not. I'll try. Put a little bit of red in there. Not sure what's going to happen. I'll just put a little tiny bit on the brush and see if I get a little bit of red in here. There. Perfect. Okay, now I have to come back in a few minutes and put GRC in that, and that should be the end of it. Looks pretty good. Okay, everyone, we're getting down to the finishing touches. There's Raoul CaRoule from Cars 2, and here is Next Gen Raoul CaRoule. Now I'm going to put in the finishing touches, which are the GRC on both sides. This might take a while, so bear with me. Okay, everyone, that looks like the end of the video. I don't see any more I can do. There's not much on the back. I might put a little bit more red on the spoiler. Looks like it might need a little bit of a second coat to brighten it up some, and it works. Yes, it does. But I'm gonna line these. I made a homemade turnstile. I'm gonna show you that in a second. So yeah, that looks perfect. Wow, that came better than I even imagined. Next generation Raoul CaRoule next to the original. What do you think? You can barely tell them apart. Okay, let's get the turnstile set up and see how it looks. Okay, what this is a fidget spinner, and got 3 big bolts, well, stuck to it actually sitting there. I'll put this on top, and I'll put the car on this now, and when I give it a spin, you're gonna think it's on display. Watch. You ready? Here goes. This is homemade. Raoul CaRoule Custom Next Gen. Thanks for watching.